I remember the first day I trained with one of the most special coaches and mentors I have ever had. It was the summer before my freshman year. I was with my dad on what seemed to be a never-ending car ride. My mind raced as I saw house after house go by in the suburbs of Houston. As I look over to my dad's GPS, I saw that the destination was in sight, and I felt sick to my stomach with fear. At that moment, I felt myself finally catch up with reality. As soon as I let my first foot out of the car door, I felt the heat overcome my senses, and I found myself barely able to breathe. The sun was at its peak now, and was getting ready to set, which made me instantly start sweating. As I approached the gate, I was met with two huge, snarling German Shepherd dogs with teeth that seemed as sharp as razors and that looked as big as wolves, and I realized that only a thin chain-linked fence kept me from a world of pain. At that moment, a man approached, whistling and yelling at the dogs to get away. That was the first time I saw him. A man of 5'6" stature, but all the confidence in the world. He let me in and greeted me with an extremely firm handshake, with hands that felt overworked and calloused. He led me into his shed, where an endless supply of workout equipment lined the walls. There were balls everywhere, bats, and even some equipment that I had never seen before. Even though I was scared out of my mind, I found relief in the fact that I had pushed myself to be here, knowing that it would make me better. I then timidly introduced myself to all of the other older guys there as I began to stretch. Me being a 5'4" 14-year-old, I thought that all of the others there were beasts with their big muscles and manly features. Even though I had considered myself in pretty good shape at the time, I was having a really hard time for what was considered the warm-up. As every minute passed, I felt the urge to throw up grow stronger and stronger. As I struggled through exercise after exercise, hour after hour, I would look over to find the others doing more than me without even breaking a sweat. The humidity started to take a toll on me as the sweat from my forehead and hair started to burn my eyes. In the final hour, I thought that we would take it easy, but somehow we were able to push harder than before. In all my life, I had never before felt this sort of pain. My muscles were telling me to stop, but I kept my mind strong and pushed, just as the others did, right beside me. In the final moments, I, with sweat all over and my muscles feeling like jello, felt some feeling that I had never felt before. It was a sense of companionship that the others and I shared. Even though I had hardly known them, we knew that we were in this together. When it was finally over, I felt the greatest sense of relief as my coach said, "We're done." Even though I could barely walk or talk, I mustered up the energy to say goodbye to all the others and go on my way back to the car. There wasn't a bone or muscle in my body that wasn't sore the next day, but despite that, I went back just wanting to get that same feeling of camaraderie that I felt in that final moment of my first workout. From these workouts, I not only gained physical strength, but I also gained mental and social strengths. Me being an introvert at the time, I had never liked talking to anyone. So with my experiences that took place in this shed, night after night, I was able to become the man that I am today.